Hi guys, welcome to today's session, and today we are going to discuss about Crew 2 mission. And in this session we'll first discuss background about Crew 2 mission, then we'll discuss what are the features of Crew 2 mission, then we'll discuss what will Crew 2 do at International Space Station. And the Crew 2 mission comes in the commercial crew program, so we'll discuss about the commercial crew program, and finally we'll discuss about the space stations. So this is how I plan this session. Let's now start. So guys, recently 4 astronauts are sent to International Space Station from Florida through a collaboration program of NASA and SpaceX under the Commercial Crew Program. And the Crew 2 mission is the second of 6 crewed missions NASA and SpaceX will fly as a part of agency's Commercial Crew Program. And the mission is the first commercial crew mission to fly to international partners, and also the first commercial crew handover between astronauts on the space station, as Crew 1 and Crew 2 astronauts will spend about 5 days together on station before Crew 1 returns to the Earth. And also the first reuse of the Crew Dragon spacecraft and Falcon 9 rocket on a crew mission. Crew Dragon Endeavour flew the historic Demo 2 mission, and the Falcon 9 flew astronauts on the Crew 1 mission. And it is the first time 2 commercial crew spacecraft will be docked to the station at the same time. So these are background of the Crew 2 mission. It got the mission goes several first among them, and we'll now see what are the features of this Crew 2 mission. So Crew 2 mission is the second crew rotation of SpaceX Crew Dragon, and is the first with international partners. It is a 6-month science mission, and astronauts include 2 from NASA and 2 from the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency JAXA and the European Space Agency. And the NASA's SpaceX Crew 2 mission consists a rocket booster that is recycled from a previous space flight. The Falcon 9 rocket used in the Crew 2 mission was used to launch the Crew 1 into orbit 5 months ago. So this marks the first time a previously flown rocket booster is reused in a crewed launch. And the latest mission is the second operational space station team that was launched by NASA abroad, a Dragon crew capsule, and it is also the third crewed flight which is launched into lower Earth orbit under NASA's fledgling public-private partnership with the SpaceX. So that is about the features of Crew 2 mission. Now we'll discuss what will Crew 2 do at International Space Station. So guys, Crew 2 astronauts will join the members of Expedition 65. They will stay abroad in the International Space Station for 6 months and will conduct science experiments in the low Earth orbit. And the central focus will be to continue a series of tissue chips in space studies. Tissue chips are small models of human organs that contain multiple cell types that behave similarly to human body, and these chips can speed up the process of identifying safe and effective drugs and vaccines. Scientists will use these chips, tissue chips in space, to study diseases that affect specific human organs. And the main advantage is that experiments in space takes lesser time in comparison to Earth. And so that is the that are the process which Crew 2 will do at International Space Station. Now I'll discuss what is commercial crew program. So guys, the main objective of commercial crew program is to make access to space easier in terms of its cost to carry the cargo and crew transportation easier. And NASA also plans to lower its cost by sharing them with commercial partners by building commercial orbital transportation services, COTS. So that is brief about the commercial crew program. The main objective is to make access to space easier in terms of its cost and to carry the cargo and crew transportation easier. Now let's discuss a brief about the space stations. So a space station is also known as an orbital station, or an orbital space station is a spacecraft capable of supporting a human crew in orbit for an extended period of time, and is therefore a type of space habitat. It lacks major propulsion or landing systems. Stations must have a docking ports to allow other spacecraft to dock to transfer crew and supplies. And as of 2021, one fully operational and permanently inhabited space station is in low Earth orbit, that is International Space Station. China, Russia, India, and US, as well as the Bigelow Aerospace and Axiom Space, are all planning other stations for the coming decades. And about the Lunar Space Station, the Lunar Gateway, or simply Gateway, is a planned small space station in the lunar orbit intended to serve as a solar powered communication hub, science laboratory, short term habitation module, and holding area for rovers and other robots. And Gateway development includes four of International Space Station partner agencies, that are NASA, JAXA, European Space Agency, and CSA. And its construction is planned to take place in it was supposed to take place in last year. And About the International Space Station, it is a habitable artificial satellite, the single largest man-made structure in low Earth orbit. It is the first component. Its first component was launched into orbit in 1998, and it circles the Earth in roughly 92 minutes and completes 15.5 orbits per day. And the International Space Station program is a joint project between NASA, Roscosmos, that is Russia's, JAXA, that is Japan's, Europe ESA, and CSA, that is Canada's. Its ownerships and use has been established by intergovernmental treaties and agreements, and it serves as a microgravity and space environment research laboratory in which crew members conduct experiments in biology, human biology, physics, astronomy, meteorology, and other fields. And continuous presence at International Space Station has resulted in the longest continuous human presence in low Earth orbit, and it is expected to operate until 2030. So that is all about this particular topic, guys. It's a very important topic, especially with regard to your prelims preparation. So please study about this. Thank you for watching this lesson. We'll meet tomorrow with another topic.